What we just unboxed is the Honor Win, the latest release from Honor. As the successor to the Honor GT series, the strategy this time involved a direct name change. When you look at its specs and then back at the name, you'll realize this rebranding actually has quite a bit of significance. The Honor Win is equipped with the largest smartphone battery currently on the market, a 10,000 mAh battery. Although every brand has been leaking plans for super large capacity batteries recently, the title of the first to launch was snatched up by Honor. Even though it packs a massive 10,000 mAh battery, this isn't simply a phone focused on long battery life. It is a high-performance esports flagship. The new device comes in two color schemes, black and white. This fits the Honor Win esports positioning perfectly. Unlike other gaming devices that use exaggerated, flashy color schemes, black is low profile and textured, while white looks durable and refined. There's also a blue version, which feels even more serene and lightweight. The lens module looks a bit like a 4-burner stove. Honestly, it looks a bit too familiar. They've done a dip treatment in the bottom right corner carved with the Win logo, which differentiates it from the competitor's design. Combined with the rounded transition of the metal matte middle frame, it handles beautifully without digging into your hand. Texture-wise, it actually feels quite like a flagship. It features a built-in independent cooling fan. The airflow hits the motherboard heat zone directly with a max speed of 25,000 RPM. It also supports IP68 and IP69 ratings for dust and water resistance. It maintains high performance without sacrificing the daily user experience. Next is the heavyweight feature of this phone, the Honor Win's 10,000 mAh battery. This is the largest battery capacity among current bar phones on the market, and the first to break the 10,000 mAh barrier. The test started when the charging power dropped to 0. It lasted until shutdown for 15 hours and 38 minutes. To highlight how ridiculous this is, compared to a machine with a 7,000 mAh battery from 2 months ago, its battery life performance is much better. I can only say, for those who waited, you really didn't wait in vain. Regarding charging speed, a full charge takes 92 minutes. It can reach 100% in 63 minutes, which is about the same as the Honor Magic 8. So even though its capacity is large, thanks to the fan which assists in body cooling, its charging power remains high throughout the process. We can see this clearly from the full process power curve. Looking at the red line, which belongs to the Win, it is higher throughout compared to the blue line. I am using the intelligent fan mode here. It will automatically adjust the RPM based on temperature. This is the fan's first function. It can speed up the phone's charging speed, not just wired. I also tested the 80-watt wireless charging time. 84 minutes to reach 100%, 30 minutes gets you to 42%, 60 minutes gets you to 78%. This speed is very fast for wireless charging, and there is no speed throttling throughout. Only after exceeding 90% is there some slight throttle. Additionally, it supports charging separation. While playing games, you can bypass the battery and power the motherboard directly, reducing heat generation from charging and playing together. If you are a dual phone user and your other phone runs out of battery, the Honor Win can act as a power bank, providing 27-watt wired reverse charging. Basically, it supports both wired and wireless reverse charging. In short, whether standard or reverse, wired or wireless, it can charge. The second major highlight is the screen. With a 6.83-inch 1.5K OLED straight screen, the viewing experience is very clean, and it features an industry debut 185Hz ultra-high refresh rate. Compared to a standard 120Hz screen, which flips 120 pages a second, the Honor Win does 185. MOBA games scroll smoother and follow movement better. FPS aiming is more precise and looks more comfortable. Even stronger, the Honor Win directly unlocks 185Hz high frame rates for over 20 games, covering FPS, RPG, and other genres. The 165Hz screen the neighbors just released suddenly doesn't seem so appealing. Eye protection has always been Honor's advantage, and this time they've debuted 5900 20Hz PWM dimming. Combined with Honor's Oasis eye protection technology, you get both eye safety and a smooth experience. The core protagonist is here, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 flagship chip, the supreme version of LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.0 flash storage. Paired with the tuning of Honor's Oasis Phantom Engine 3.0, this combination of hardware and software is top tier. Needless to say more, Antutu's official running score hit 4.26 million directly, once again refreshing the Antutu performance heights. In the Geekbench 6 CPU run, a machine focused on performance can hit around 11,000 points in multi-core, but in single-core, Honor Win performs better, 3,737 points. Running 6 consecutive times, the stability and multi-core scores can reach 95%. With the fan off, stability can reach 93%. When the temperature isn't high in the beginning, the impact isn't very obvious. There's a difference of a few dozen points. But when it gets to around 40 degrees later on, the advantage of having a fan comes out, and the gap gets larger and larger. In single-core scores, stability can reach 95%, but after turning on the fan, the performance release is stronger. Moreover, the temperature is lower, dropping from 41.6 degrees to 39.4 degrees, a 2.2 degree drop. In the two items of the GPU run, whether it's 4K rendering in Solar Bay or 2K rendering in Wildlife, the Honor Win scores are higher. First is the extremely high-quality Genshin Impact. In the Sumeru map, running for 30 minutes, the average frame rate is 60 FPS. Power consumption is 6.62 watts. The 1% low frame rate is 59.89 FPS, with almost no fluctuations. It's a very outrageous performance. Of course, the performance without the fan is definitely something many people want to know. I won't ignore this part of the data. Frame rate and low frame rate performance are almost the same. The difference is that after the fan was turned off, power consumption dropped by 0.44 watts. This is the benefit of turning off the fan. The downside is that the temperature rose by 3.5 degrees, reaching 48.2 degrees. However, compared to the other two machines, this temperature isn't considered high. So even without turning on the fan, Honor Win's gaming performance is already very good. You get better frame rates with lower power consumption. In the extremely high-quality Honkai Star Rail, relying on Yilan and premature E-skill to speedrun. Here, running two scenarios, both can hit full 60 frames. The 1% low frame rate is also close to 60 frames. Reflected on the frame rate curve, it's a straight line without any fluctuations, and when I tested the original, frame stabilization wasn't turned on. The 1% low frame rate of the other two machines was only 56 frames and 55 frames, so the fluctuation of the frame rate curve will be more frequent. Regarding power consumption, after turning off the fan, power consumption dropped by 0.44 watts. Combining with the power consumption performance of the previous two games, we can draw a conclusion. After turning on the cooling fan, power consumption will increase by 0.4 watts. Comparing to the other two machines, without turning on the fan, the frame rate performance of the three machines is relatively similar. In terms of power consumption, Honor is the lowest. IQ is slightly lower here. Honor and OnePlus perform the same. In terms of temperature, Honor is the lowest at 44.7 degrees. OnePlus 15 is the highest at 46.4 degrees. Comparatively, the power consumption remains the lowest. Even with a fan on, its power consumption isn't higher than the OnePlus 15. The above part is the comparison of gaming performance. For the games displayed below, the fan is no longer distinguished between on or off. The intelligent mode is used uniformly. Finally, let me list the games that support native 185 and native 165 FPS for everyone. Games like Crossfire Mobile, Kart Rider, My World all support native 185 FPS. Speed Drifters, League of Legends, Three Kingdoms support native 165 FPS, but Three Kingdoms needs to wait for later adaptations. Strong performance, long battery life? Does that mean it compromises somewhere else? Although it's an esports phone, the thing we care about most in daily use is the camera. The Honor Win still keeps up with the main pack, a 50 megapixel main camera and telephoto lens, plus a 12 megapixel ultra-wide-angle lens. In outdoor daylight scenes, it handles highlights well and preserves details in the shadows. Recording daily life is more than enough. The flagship standard live photo feature also adds a bit more fun to your life records. Nowadays, specs in the esports category have become so saturated that there are no surprises left, but the Honor Win offers a different solution. The built-in fan means performance release no longer relies on gambling with temperatures. The 185 Hz high refresh screen brings a real advantage to gaming scenarios, and the 10,000 mAh battery extends the fun from a few rounds to an entire day. This isn't a device trying to balance everything. It's a product that stands clearly on the gamer's side. The arrival of the Honor Win is a reminder to the whole industry. The value of a gaming device shouldn't stop at benchmark charts. It's about letting players perform steadily in every round and every hour. Alright, that's all for the content of this video. See you in the next video. Bye.